There's a pattern I keep seeing everywhere. Men say they want respect, confidence, purpose, but the moment responsibility shows up, they recoil, hide away into the corner, back into Never Never Land like Peter Pan. Women, on the other hand, say they want a strong masculine man, complain that their DMs are filled with weak, pathetic men. Yet every chance they get, they try to feminize men, force men to speak about their emotions, force men to be like them. And this isn't accidental. We've built a culture that teaches men to avoid weight, not to carry it. Back in the early 1900s, right through to the 50s, 60s, 70s, and even 80s, even through all of mankind, men had a strong foundational purpose. They had a strong sense of values, a strong sense of morals, and a righteous outlook of what they needed to do. Women also had a clear vision and clear path of who they are, what their morals are, and what their purposes are. Both contribute to their families and communities in various different ways. These contributes help regulate their emotions, their mental state, their sense of worth. Adapting responsibility means carrying more weight. That also means facing up to the consequences of that responsibility. The problem is, modern culture has reframed responsibility as oppression, unfair pressure, something to escape. And responsibility is always framed as harm. It's no wonder men will escape from it. And this is the problem. Weak societies teaching men and women to negate their responsibilities will fall. Chasing these self-expedient measures, these self-pleasurable outcomes will always lead to disaster. This is the problem. And this is why men have zero responsibility and act like children. Now, there's a reason men accept this. It is a way to extend to their childhood, adolescence, for years and years to come. It's a comfort culture, digital escape, no consequences. If you can find the right mate that will mother you, you can hide away in your digital worlds, in your games, your videos, your magazines, your films. You can continue to hold on to your interests that once sparked your imagination as an 8 or 10-year-old child. But a man who never carries weight never develops a posture, physically or mentally. Physical training exposes this lie. When I had 210 kilo on my back for a squat, I had to accept self-responsibility. If I didn't get that squat, I would fold on the fucking ground. The people in my gym at that point that were gathered around watching me, I would have been accountable to them. My reputation as a man who says things, who does things, who manifests things in a piece of paper and puts it into practice, who tries to encourage and inspire others, would be put to the test, and that test would be crumpled onto the floor. You cannot outsource effort. You cannot outsource outcomes. The reason training and bodybuilding became so appealing to me was because it is a self-responsible sport. If you do not succeed, no one else is to blame. You're to blame. Certain political groups, like left-wing groups, like to point the fingers, and the reason why they haven't succeeded at life is it's always someone else's problem. It's the system, it's the rich, it's the government. However, instead of looking at things through the collective lens, and actually adopt a self-responsible outlook to understand the individual is greater than the collective, to understand that the reason why things haven't worked out is because of me and me alone. Now, everyone has certain privileges, everyone has certain head starts in life, but at the end of the day, no one gives a fuck. All they care about is whatever you've generated in life, your outcome, and that's all you care about at the end of the day. Your battle may be more uphill than others, but it's a battle that you're going to have to grit your teeth, grind and fight regardless. The moment in your life when you become an actual responsible man, I sometimes argue, is when you become a father. Men who haven't experienced this, some still live in their extended adolescent periods. They still hold on to childhood interests, childhood games. But the beautiful thing about being a father is you get to experience your childhood again, but through a different lens, through your own children. But the weak, irresponsible men out there that have kids, They create unstable families. Your boys, your girls will look up to you as the man and the masculine figure of the house. If they see daddy, who negates responsibility at every corner, who hides behind money at every chance, how do you think they'll view men going forward in the future? You really think that's a strong fatherhood role to play? In order to create a better society, in order to create a society that has a bit of fucking bite to it, that can protect its borders, that can flourish, that can create the next generation, the next innovation lines of medical breakthroughs that allow people to live into their 90s and 100s, the next society that allows young people to flourish, to stop wars through peace, through strength. It's a society that prepares its men to be self-responsible. It's a society that also prepares its women to domesticate those men and make those men face and see the responsibility roles that they must play in society. Yes, being responsible carries weight. Yes, being responsible has consequences, but the rewards are vast. The mental fortitude that you will gain, positive hormone-produced health array that you will have, you will feel reborn again. You will feel like who you were supposed to be. If responsibility feels heavy, good. That means it's real. The answer isn't to avoid it, it's to get stronger. That starts with standards, discipline, and doing the hard shit.